Good evening, my YouTube family. Once again, man, it's your favorite YouTube protagonist, man, me, Lou. I've been thinking about what I was gonna say, and like I said, I've been locked up in and out of the juvenile justice system and the adult prison complex for a very, very long time. I'm doing this both all my life, man. Half of my life has been incarcerated, so got a lot of stories. I really don't want to talk about Jersey no more as far as the juvenile system because it's basically all the same. Always, the same type of fights over the same things, especially for a person of my color. I'm being Hispanic and looking white. I've always got in situations as a juvenile fighting. I had to make a name for myself. But I can tell you this. I think it was 97. My friend had carjacked somebody. Well, not a friend of mine. An acquaintance of mine had carjacked somebody. And he had picked me up. We went and did a couple of robberies in it. I didn't know it was carjacked at the time. I just thought it was stolen. I remember he had parked the car. So when he parked the car, me being young, about 16, 17, probably about 15 and 16. What did I see? 97? Yeah, about 16. I jumped in the car. I kept the car for 2 days. One day, I parked in front of my house like it was mine. One day, as I'm pulling out of the parking spot, the police basically blocked me in. The car was carjacked. I didn't know. So it was about 3 or 4 cop cars, 4 undercovers. It was a very big mess. So when they blocked me in, me not knowing anybody, I threw the car. I was nervous. I threw the car in reverse, crashed into the back of them, drove forward, crashed into the front. And I thought, but if I keep on doing it, they're gonna shoot me. So I stopped. I stopped immediately. I'm like, man, I'm not getting killed. And here I ducked, and I just stopped the car. They opened the door. They drug me out. They beat me up. Okay. So I get locked up for that. I get charged with carjacking. Now, mind you, the person who did the carjacking is about 5'7", 5'8", black hair, brown eyes, full low beard. It was about a little bit thicker than a 5 o'clock shadow. I got blonde hair, blue eyes. At the time, I was about 5'10", 5'11". 16 years old. Come on, like it's night and day. Between me and him, it's night and day. So I get locked up for it. Now I get locked up. I go to the U-Pod. I experience the same exact thing I always experienced. This time I'm a little older, so they send me upstairs to the older units. Fought a couple of times. What happened was not important. What happened was it happened afterward. When I go to court, I had a couple of dollars. I had got a lawsuit when I was about 11. So my mother hired a lawyer because of the type of case it was. Now the lawyer I had was a great lawyer, very expensive lawyer. He pleaded me out. Now the plea bargain, believe it or not, sounded crazy, right? Because he basically told the judge, listen, my client is going to move to Puerto Rico. You guys release him, he won't be in the state, he won't give you any trouble. They agreed. The plea bargain was for me to move to Puerto Rico to the age of 18. If I returned to the state of New Jersey and got caught doing anything, I was going to have to serve 4 years. And not in the U-Pod, but in the juvenile justice system, which is basically going from the U-Files down to Jamesburg, got trouble down Jamesburg to Epson, so forth. So I got released July 22nd of 1997. I'll never forget. When I get released, I'm like, wow, this is great. I'm home. I was home for about 2 days. I didn't go to Puerto Rico. I went to Florida. I went down Florida for a while, got bored, got homesick, came right back to Jersey, went right to Puerto Rico. Now I'm in Puerto Rico now. Wherever you go, you take yourself with you. So I go out there, meet some people, I start doing the same things. Acting up, stealing cars, selling drugs. I start hustling. Now the town that I was in was a little like country town. It was called Lares. It's up in the mountains. So now I'm hustling for this guy, getting a little bit of money. All right, things are going good for me. Get locked up the first time. Now over there, as a juvenile, you don't get fingerprinted. Unless it's a serious case. They come, you get locked up for drugs. They take you to the precinct. They do what's called the prueba campo. That's basically when they test the drugs to make sure that it is drugs. If it comes back positive, you get charged with drugs. I got caught with cocaine. They released me. I went through that 4 or 5 times. The 5th time, I got locked up for drugs. They had enough. They sent me to their U-Files, basically. The spot I went to, the juvenile system over there in Puerto Rico is a little different. So, like Puerto Rico, the gang, over there, you don't have any blacks, as far as African Americans, it's just Puerto Ricans. So as a juvenile, you depend on where you go to, like what part of what jail you go to is basically what gangs run that jail. The juveniles are a little bit different, you know what I mean? So I didn't know anything about that. I'm from out here, from the States. I get locked up. I go to Mayagüez. It was called Cabo Rojo Centro de Detención para Menores. It was in Mayagüez, Puerto Rico. I'll never forget this. So I go there, and I get locked up. Now, mind you, I've been in and out of the U-Pile, so jail was nothing new to me. But this experience is totally different. So when I get there, the first thing you do is the same thing they do over here. They process you, strip you, check you. They give you a pair of green shorts and a white T-shirt. And I mean a bathrobe. I mean not a bathrobe, like a bathrobe. They give you a towel, a pair of underwear, socks, and another set of clothes. Another pair of green shorts with a white tee. I'll never forget this. I had a pair of black and white Jordan. I think they were Jordan 12s. I'm not exact. I don't remember. I know they were a pair of black and white Jordan. I'm not sure if they were 12s. Were they 12s? Could have been 12s, maybe 13. I'm not sure. So anyway, I get in there. So when I get to the unit, I go to the unit, and like the experience blew my mind, because the way the unit was set up, it was nothing like the Essex County Detention Center. The unit was when you first walk in, it's a master control booth. It's a bubble. First of all, we came up a hill. We passed different cottages. In the middle, like through the middle of the cottages, like in the middle of the cottages, were surrounded by like a field and a basketball court that was caged in. So as we were walking, I'm just taking in the experience. Behind us, you can smell the ocean. We're right behind we're literally right behind the ocean. So we walk up the hill. We coming through these cottages. I'm walking through the middle. As I'm walking through the middle, going to the cottage up the hill, I'm just looking around. I can't believe that I was locked up in Puerto Rico. Like, I thought I was just going to keep on getting locked up and released. So when we get there, they put me, when you first walk in, the first thing you see is the officer's booth. It's a booth, cemented, like the bottom, from the floor to about 4 feet up is cement. Then it has, I don't think it's glass, I think it's more like plexiglass, like a thick plastic glass. It has like there's like a garbage can handle that you open, you pull like a slot. I mean, you pull that slot, they ID for your information, they give you a card. You put that card, or that card has your information in it. So I pass them the card, they're speaking to me. Now, same thing as when you go to jail, you hear that door bust, the gates open, they open the door. Now, when they open the door, I walk in, and I'm looking to both sides. Now, the cell, it's not a cell, it's more of a dormitory. The dormitory I was in was one of the smaller ones. It held 8 people. Now, the bunks are metal. The bunks are literally, first of all, they have a wall that's about, from the floor, about 4 or 5 feet high. And then the other half of the wall is like a gate, like a small fence, but very thick. Like little squares in it, but probably about 2 inches, 2.5 inch and a half apart, like all over the, oh my God, it was weird. Once you walk in, they open the door, they lock it back. When you walk in there, it's eight bed spaces. But the bed spaces are not, like I said, bunks. The bed spaces are made out of cement. Now they're 3 feet off the ground, like a rectangular shape, made of cement, and then they give you a mat to go over it. The tables in front of the bed area, in front of your bed is like a little table too. It's about 5 feet off the ground, and for you to like basically eat your food or write your letters. It's also made in cement, right? As you walk in deeper into the dormitory, you walk to the back. On the left hand side is a little opening, like a door opening. There's a shower and a toilet and a urinal, right? To the right, left hand, like the right hand side, to the wall, you look up and you had to climb on another bed, like on somebody's bed. And it was a window. It wasn't like a regular window though. It was, how could I explain it? It's like storm windows for tropical countries. It's not like a window that you see over here, like a sliding window. It's like little rectangular shards, like but very thick, and they slide down. So it's like a rectangular piece like this big, down like that. And you twist the knob and it opens upward like this. But it doesn't open so much. And when you look out the back, all you see is grass in front of you, palm trees, and the ocean. I was flabbergasted, right? So I get there. Now, mind you, I'm from a small little town. I'm not from over there. I don't know what's going on. I don't really know about the gang situation. I mean, so when I get there, I'm minding my business, right? Everybody just looking at me. Yo, where you from? They asking me in Spanish. I'm telling you, I'm from Lade. Yeah, but why you talk like that? You're not from Puerto Rico. Where you from? I'm from the States. Yeah, we're in the States. And you trying to say that, are you from out there? I'm from Jersey. You say Jersey, they think automatically they think New York. Oh, you from New York? Like, nah, bro, I'm from Jersey. Yeah, New York. Tú eres de allá afuera. You from out there. I'm like, yeah, all right, man. So, I sit there. Now, I don't know what to expect. I'm nervous. Everybody's Spanish, but I don't know who's what. I mean, now, mind you, in Puerto Rico, the vibe is a little different than the States. A lot of the younger cats that are out there, people start getting high off heroin and whatever else at the ages of 11, 12, 13, 14. So a lot of the kids that were there, that were around my age, were active drug users. You could see it in them. Some of them had tracks on their arms from shooting up. A lot of them were already tatted up. So I'm like, wow, can't believe it. So I'm there, minding my business. They bring the food to you. You don't really go nowhere. The only time you come out of that dormitory is to go to the basketball court. And that's every 3 days. That's it. You don't come out for nothing else. And if you're going to visit, and that's on the weekend, Saturday and Sunday, or you're going to the basketball court outside, the Mexican cage. And your whole unit goes out. Now, mind you, the first 2 days I'm there, I'm trying to basically keep to myself. There's only 8 of us in my cottage. We don't come out to a day room or nothing. You stay in that cottage, but you could talk to the cottages, like to the other basically dorms, because everything is like a gate. You can see in front of you. So when you walk to the front of your dorm, you look out, you can see the dorm in front of you, the dorm to the left, to the right, in front of you. Then you got people on the side of you. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It was six dorms on my side of the unit, of the cottage. So most of the guys that were already in there used to stay up at night talking to the other guys in the other cells, in the other dorms, or talking to each other. Like, when they would talk to me, they would ask me everything about Jersey and New York. How is it? Like the temperature, the cold, how the snow feel, like dumb stuff. So I'm there, I'm getting to know everybody. The first couple of days, nothing happened. I was only there, and on that dorm, I was only there 5 days. Nothing happened. I went to court. About a week later. They remanded me. Went back. I stayed there for another month. Now, once I got remanded, they basically, I don't know how the system goes, because I was only there for only a little over 2 months. I guess they classify you. When they classify you, they move me to another dorm. Which is in the same cottage, but on the left-hand side. I was on the right-hand side. I was on the left-hand side. When you walk in, they put me to the right-hand side. The cottage I was in, the dorm I was in held, I would say, 20, 22 people. It was a lot bigger. Now, when I get there, like I said, different towns in Puerto Rico have different gangs. So if you're from Arecibo, that's the 25s, the new group 25. If you're from Bayamón, it may be Nieta or 27. You know what I mean? If you're from Guayama, 27. If you're from Aguadilla, 31. The gangs are by numbers, unless only the Nietas have a different name. So, most of the guys where I was at, the dorms I was at, most of them were from more or less the towns that are around the surrounding town where my family was from. Lares, Arecibo, San Sebastián went to the left, let's see, Quebrada, all them little towns I did, all of them were basically 25s. And then you had a couple of 27s, a couple of nietas. So they asked me what I am. I'm like, I'm nothing. So now, mind you, I got a pair of black and white Jordans. I'll never forget this. I'm there, and I'm already there 2 weeks in that dorm. One of the kids asked me, yo, you mind if I wear your sneakers to go to visit? I'm like, nah, I don't let my stuff out. I said, you're not going to lend them to me? Now, mind, we're about the same size. Little boy, he ain't no sucker, you could tell. You know what I mean? A little brazen when he spoke to people. You know what I mean? He spoke with authority. A lot of people listened to him. So when he asked me for my hand, I told him no. Everybody stopped to see what was going to happen. She's like, yo, you really not going to let me wear them sneakers to go to visit? You see what I got on my feet? I don't want to see my family like this. I'm like, bro, I'm waiting for a visit too. Why would I lend you my sneakers if my mother might come today? Did that make any sense? All right, well, son's going to have to give them. He telling me in Spanish. She's like, yo, whatever you want to do, let's do it. You know what I mean? Now, mind you, I'm talking shit. I'm talking cash, and I really don't want to fight. I don't want to fight at all. Like I said, I'm not from there. I don't know these people. He's been in that dorm for a while, you know, so I'm trying to avoid it, but I'm not backing down, because if I know if I swallow my tongue and shut up and let this dude just talk to me like that, everybody else is going to want to do it. That's the first thing. You know what I mean? You got to stand up for yourself. I mean, I don't care what happens. If you don't stand up for yourself when something happens, if you let somebody take something from you, it's going to keep on happening. Not only is that person going to take something from you, but the next man is going to want to take something from you. So win, lose, or draw. If somebody ever tries to take something from you in jail or like friendly extort you, no. You stand up for yourself, because what's going to happen is it's going to keep on happening. And I wasn't having that. So we going back and forth. He's like, all right. Like, I ain't going to do nothing because I'm about to go to visit. But when I come back, we're going to finish this conversation. I said, I bet. No problem. Boom. So about 10 minutes later, they called him for visit. Half hour later, they called me for visit. You know what I mean? So we're both in the visit hall. I can see him looking at me, right? Like, with hate in his eyes. But he can't get, I don't know why I'm going to visit. Like, you can't expect me to give you my stuff. And what? I'm going to go look like a bum with your sneakers on my feet? No. So I'm telling my mother, like, look, when I get back, I told her what happened. I'm not going to lie. I told my mother, I was a little nervous, but now my mother got scared. Like, yeah, you want me to tell somebody before I leave? I'm like, no. If you tell somebody, it's going to make it worse. You know, like I'm a snitch. They're going to move me. And anywhere I go in this unit, in this jail, they're going to know. So, no, don't tell anybody. I'll take care of it. I'll figure it out. I'll talk to you when I get back. Are you sure? I don't want nobody to hurt you. Now, my mother was a little worried. So I'm like, look, don't be worried. It's just some regular kid stuff. He's just a little upset. But he'll get over it. He'll understand that I had a visit too. He sees you now. He's looking right at us. So she's like, you sure? I'm like, Mommy, please. If you do something, say something, it's going to make me like a snitch. So don't do it. She's like, okay. Boom. So after a while, the visit was over. You know, she started crying. I can't hold back tears. I cried. Gave her a hug. She leaves. Now we get back in line. The visitors leave first. We all stay seated down in the visit hall. Boom. After they moved the visit to one side, they all come. Now we all gather on one side of the visit hall. The visitors on the other side. They walk out the door. They start calling us by units, basically by dorms. You in unit such and such, dorm 1, come up. You get up, boom, you line up on the wall. Strict, squat, call, degrading, you know. And I can feel his eyes burning the back of my head. I could feel it, you know. But what could I do? I had to deal with it. So, you know, we got stripped. We're going back to the unit, and I could feel them looking at me. And I'm gonna leave it at that, you know. Stay tuned for part 2, because I got other things to do. I love you guys, man. Stay safe, stay strong. And please, man, take my heed. If you ever go to jail, stand up for yourself, man. Don't be no punk. I'm not saying be an aggressive dude. I'm saying just take care of yourself, man. You know what I mean? Well, hopefully these stories will help you either stay away from jail by hearing my experiences, and if you do go to jail, it'll help you deal with some of the experiences, bro. Till the next time, bro, have a great night. Thank you for listening, and hopefully you'll tune in soon.